you've been working out from home and you're not seeing any changes. So you start thinking maybe home workouts aren't as effective as going to the gym. Well, let me tell you, if you're just doing home workouts, you're certainly not going to see any fat loss. Okay, so I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why you're not losing weight with your home workouts and how you can fix them in order for you to start seeing results. So without further ado, let's jump straight into reason number 1. So the first reason why you're not seeing any results with your home workouts is because of a lack of structure. So you're doing random workouts on random days of the week. There is no plan. You're not following a specific plan. So especially when you're working out from home and all you have is your body, you really have to focus on following a good plan. So let's say your plan is to work out 3 times a week, okay? This is what I was doing for those 3 years when I worked out from home. I would train 3 times a week. I had this Polish girl that I followed. She had 10-minute workouts and I combined those 10-minute workouts into one 40-minute workout. That's what I did and I saw amazing results with it. So you combine those workouts into a 30, 40, 50-minute workout and you do it 3 times a week. And week on week, you will be increasing intensity, which leads me on to point number 2, intensity. So what some of you might be doing when you're training from home is taking 2 long breaks, sitting down, resting. You'll do a set of squats and then you'll just walk around and then you'll do some, standing crunches and then you'll sit about and you'll train. Your training will feel like sitting on the sofa with a bit of fidgeting, okay? That's not what you want your workout to look like. A workout is not supposed to feel light. A workout is not supposed to feel like you're sitting on the sofa and fidgeting a little bit, okay? You need to challenge your body. I know a lot of you don't like jumping, and if you have joint problems, you don't have to jump, but even without jumping, there is a way to keep your workouts intense. And when it comes to structure and intensity, and the next point as well, I have a workout channel called K-Fit. I will link it down below. Follow me on there on YouTube. I do 10-minute workouts, not only 10 minutes, but recently it's only been 10-minute workouts that you can combine into full 40, 30, 50-minute workouts. Okay, they're very effective. I'm going to include right now a weekly plan that you can follow. Okay, 3 times a week. Follow this plan. You're seeing it right now on the screen. Follow this plan and trust me, you will see results in the next 4 to 6 weeks. On to reason number 3, progressive overload. You might be thinking, Carolina, I cannot progressively overload with just my body. It's not possible. The only way to progressively overload is in the gym with weights. Well, it's not true. Of course, you can progressively overload with just your body weight, okay? And the way to do that is increase your reps. So let's say you're doing 30-second intervals of squats, yeah? Let's say the first time round, on your first week, you got to do 10 squats in that 30-second interval. The next week, your aim is gonna be to do 12 reps. And the week after, you're gonna do 15 reps, okay? So in the same amount of time, you're wanting to do more reps. You're pushing your body, you're pushing your limits. The other way is to do time under tension. So performing your exercises with a slower tempo. So for example, doing a squat very slowly, holding it at the bottom, pausing, and coming up very slow, okay? So you're really focusing on squeezing those muscles with each rep. The other 2 ways, of course, is increasing your intervals. So instead of doing 30-second intervals, let's say you're doing so many squats already, you want to increase the intervals, you want to make it more intense. Increase your intervals to 40 seconds, 50 seconds. Decrease your rest time. That will challenge your body in a new way as well. And then again, one more way is to increase frequency of your training. Increasing the frequency of your training will, of course, give you better results as well. But let's jump on to the next one. Reason number 4 why your home workouts aren't working is because you're only relying on the workouts themselves to get you results. And the thing is, there's no one particular thing
that's going to get you the results that you want. It's going to get you to lose fat, build muscle, okay? It's all these things that I've spoken about in today's video combined together that will give you the results. Thing number 4 is steps, getting in your daily steps. If you're not getting in your daily steps, then no amount of home workouts, unless you're getting your steps from the home workouts, which I doubt you are, you're probably getting max 3,000 steps from those workouts. They're not going to help you to lose weight on their own or lose fat and build muscle. Well, they'll build your muscle, they'll help you build your muscle, but that muscle will be hidden under all of that fat. So getting at least 7,000 steps a day is really crucial on your journey to losing fat from home. I noticed that when I stop walking, especially in winter, because in winter it's a lot colder, I don't want to go outside, I start gaining fat. I'm still training in the gym, I'm still keeping my intensity up, but I'm not moving as much. It's the overall movement that you do throughout the day, throughout the week, that really matters. Not the workouts that you do. It's the nutrition, which I'm going to talk about next, and it's the overall movement that you do in your day throughout the week that really matters. So starting off with 7,000 steps is really amazing. Work your way up, especially on winter days. I know you don't want to be walking, but it's really important. So if you can spread them out, do a 10-minute walk here and there before work, on your lunch break. And even if you don't want to go outside, go for a walk when it's cold, when it's raining, get that gym membership and just go on that treadmill. You don't have to lift weights in the gym, but just get on that treadmill. Or what I have some clients do, they put on a show on Netflix or watch something on YouTube, and they just walk up and down the stairs. They just walk around their house chores. They do the job as well. Walking around your house, that counts, okay? So get those steps in, preferably outside, but really it doesn't matter how, as long as you get them in. So on to the next one.
Last but not least, even though it's the last thing on the list, it is the most important thing on this list. Let me tell you a quick story. When I started my fitness journey 11 years ago, for the first 3 years, I only worked out from home. But for the first year, I made the mistake of trying to burn as many calories as I could without even watching what I was eating, without fueling my body properly. What happened was I didn't see any results. Later, I decided, oh wait, my diet is pretty crap. Let me change that up. And I did. And I started eating mostly whole foods. I still treated myself, but my food was a lot better. It looked more like this. And then I started seeing results. Okay, so if you're training from home and you're not seeing results, do not blame the workouts. The workouts have very little to do with how your body looks, okay? Yes, you will be more toned. It's amazing to do exercise and it does help you, but it's not to say that you shouldn't work out, okay? Forget that. You still need to work out to look amazing, to keep your muscle tone. But food is the thing that will help you gain or lose weight. Without the right fuel, you will not be able to build the body that you want. So first and foremost, focus on your food. If you're going to do anything, forget any physical activity. If you're not even anywhere near doing any sort of physical activity, first and foremost, focus on your food. Get your food right. If you get your diet right, you will see that even without exercise, you're going to start losing weight. If you're starting out, what you want to do is track your macros. Why? Because in the beginning, most of my clients, they always mess up in the beginning because they think they're not going to track, okay? I tell them to track, they don't track, and somehow we're not able to lose weight. And it's because they're not tracking their food. They don't know exactly how many calories are in things, and so they are not able to portion control intuitively. The point of tracking is for you to learn how many calories are in foods so that later on you can step away from tracking and eat more intuitively and still be able to lose or maintain weight, okay? Tracking first, and then we're moving on to intuitive portion control. That's step 1. Step number 2, what you want to do is use the 80-20 rule, okay? 80% of your calories are coming from whole foods, food that occurs naturally on this planet, okay? Not food that is manufactured by people. So 80% is super healthy. The other 20% can be less healthy. But still, even though I'm saying 80-20, that doesn't mean that, let's say if you're on a 2,000 calorie diet, that doesn't mean that exactly 400 calories should come from filthy food, okay? Yes, you can do that once in a while, but you still want to focus on nutritious foods. So fruit, okay? Snacking on veggies and hummus and things like that. But if you really want to, I would advise about 200 calories to come from things like chocolate and crisps, okay? Let's say you have that 200 calories there to come from chocolate and crisps. So that's about 10% of the diet. So let's say 90-10 rule, okay? But if you really want to, you can make it 80-20 on some days. Again, I cannot stress enough how important this is if you want to see results training from home. If the only thing that you're doing is workouts and nothing else, and you're not seeing results, I am not surprised, and neither should you be surprised, because if your diet is abysmal, your body has nothing to work with. First, put the right fuel in your body, and then work on the outside of your body, okay? Let's get it sorted first.